son brings up the point of everybody would, I mean, all doctors tell you to get 8 hours of sleep. In this day and age, we're too busy to get 8 hours. Most people are. And so how's that affect your whole system on getting enough sleep?
It affects it big time. As a matter of fact, your pituitary gland only secretes growth hormone during the second stage of REM sleep, which is the last 4 hours of an 8-hour cycle. Now, what growth hormone does is it burns body fat and it builds muscle. That's why when we're sleeping for 8 hours, our bodies don't deteriorate and we don't lose muscle. Because that's the longest fast that we're on. If we're fasting all night when we're asleep, we're not eating any protein, we're not getting any nutrients. So what the body does naturally to preserve itself from breaking down while we sleep is it releases growth hormone. And if you're not getting enough sleep, your body's not releasing enough growth hormone. And so you're kind of limited as far as your health goes, just from that reason alone. So you got to prioritize it. If you're too busy, your health is way more important than whatever else you got going on. And you just got to tell whoever's taking up your time, sorry, I want to be around, Yes?
So when you can't sleep, I mean, he can never sleep.
Well, there are natural substances we can take to aid us with sleep. I have a problem sleeping too. And I used to just do a bunch of pull-ups and push-ups and sit-ups, but then it got to the point where I couldn't do enough pull-ups and push-ups and sit-ups to get me to sleep, so I had to turn to supplements, and that's another way that supplements are going to help you out. Melatonin is all natural. And how our bodies work is, and why we're not nocturnal, most of us, is because whenever we stop seeing ultraviolet lights, it signals our brain to produce a hormone called melatonin. Melatonin stops recurring thoughts. Recurring thoughts are the leading problem for people not getting sleep. You're not solving any world problems. You're thinking the same thing over and over again. Oh crap, did you hear what she said to me at work today? I'm going to get her tomorrow when I go in. Can't believe she said that. Oh man, I heard her in the break room when I walked by. She's telling somebody else. And so you're thinking this thing, whether it's that or something else, over and over and over and over and over, and you're not getting anywhere, you're just thinking the same thought. So melatonin naturally stops our minds from having recurring thoughts. And so if your body's not producing enough, you can always supplement.
So what are like your top 5 supplements?
I'd say the top number one is a mineral supplement. And a lot of people don't get, and what vitamin producers are going to tell you is you need to separate your vitamins and minerals. You can't take them together, they're not going to absorb properly. Most minerals are a metal, whether it be zinc, magnesium, copper. If you look on the back of your multivitamin, you're going to see all these metals. Well, metals are a lot more important than vitamins. We need those in our system to do several things. Naturally, how we get those is they are minerals, just like any other mineral. A plant absorbs them from the ground. They go into the plant. We eat the plant raw. Well, most of the time, if we're cooking the plant, we're not getting any of the minerals we need. They're escaping and they're being broken down. So, minerals are very important, but you have to take them before bed. And you have to take them on an empty stomach. And that's something that vitamin producers are going to tell you because they want to sell you their vitamin. They want to tell you it's all in one. This is all you need. Just take one of these. But that's not the case. That's never going to be the case. And a lot of the issue with supplements is it's just a company trying to sell you some crap you probably don't need. And a good way to find out if it's crap is look at the ingredients. And if it says plant cellulose, I'd be willing to bet that you're eating just a plant cellulose pill. There's not any vitamins or minerals in it at all. Because there should be a filler. And plant cellulose is a filler that they use to put into a vitamin to make it a certain size or a certain texture or a certain color so it's pleasing to your eye. So, I used to work for GNC. Some of you might have stopped in and seen me there. I had to quit because I was sold. And they want you to push a lot of products that you know intellectually people don't need on people. And since I stopped doing that, we decided we were going to go ahead and part ways. Because they did not want people came to the store for me to tell them what was actually good for them. Because that's not what makes the bottom line profit increase. And that's what most vitamin companies do. They're just like anybody else, like McDonald's or like anybody else trying to kill you. They just want your money and they could care less. They're not going to call you in 20 years and see how your congestive heart failure is doing. You know? They just want your money. Anybody else? Yes?
How do you eat a sweet potato?
You bake it.
But doesn't that take the vitamins?
It does, but what you're after when you're eating a sweet potato is not the vitamins, you're after these slow-feeding carbohydrates. So it is a carbohydrate. When you bake it, it's easier to digest, and it stays at the same glycemic index of about 55. So it slowly feeds your body those carbohydrates. So vitamins are something you're going to look for in sweet potatoes. It's going to be the slow-feeding carbohydrates that are going to benefit your body.
So if I bake a butternut squash, that's the same principle?
Well, except for butternut squash doesn't have a lot of carbohydrates. It's going to fill your stomach, but it's not going to do a lot as far as carbohydrates go. Any vegetable that you cut inside and it's white, and all squashes are white on the inside, that is just cellulose. There's no nutrients in there. That's why iceberg lettuce is no good for you.
They're orange.
On the inside too?
Mhm.
Okay. Well, it might be a little different, but you know.
Nutritionists rate that as one of the healthiest foods you can eat.
Mhm. Yeah, you gotta look and see. Are they saying to eat the outside too, or? I'm not sure.
No, the outside's real tough.
Yeah. Because some foods are really like that. Some foods that we just never eat the outside of, you know, they'll count the outside as part of the nutritional value of it. Anybody else? No? All right. Well, thanks everybody for coming out tonight. Yeah, this isn't a sales pitch for Spartan Fits. This is something I just do to extend my reach a little bit and to let everybody know what it is that I'm doing out here and why I'm trying to make a change. So, thanks for coming out.